So obviously Zach Wilson is holding the Jets back right now, and coming out of college, his comp was Johnny Manziel. And there was an NFC East scout that said, and I quote, pre-draft, Johnny Manziel comp without the drugs. Wilson is fun to watch, but is he a one-year flash in the pan? He's a backyard baller who is fun to watch. And then we go beyond that. I know he's not Johnny Manziel with the drinking and partying and the hookers or whatever, but I pulled up some stats here. So I'm going to compare to y'all Johnny Manziel's second-year statistics to Zach Wilson's statistics from this year currently. So Johnny Manziel, his sophomore year of the NFL, he had a 57.8 completion percentage, ranking 33rd in the NFL. Zach Wilson right now has a 54.9 completion percentage, ranking 34th. Johnny Manziel had a 79.4 passer rating, ranking 31st in the league. Zach Wilson has a 71 passer rating, ranking 34th. Johnny had a 58.6 QBR, ranking 20th in the league. Zach has a 41.7, ranking 24th. In 9 games, Johnny had 7 TDs, 5 picks. In 5 games, Zach has 3 TDs, 5 picks. Zach Wilson also leads the league in not a good stat in the least amount of accurate balls thrown at 22.7 of his passes deemed not catchable, not accurate passes. I think Zach Wilson is, like this scout said, is literally Johnny Manziel minus the drugs. I mean, the talent's there, and I think we all got a little bit of fool's gold coming into that draft to where, you see this guy making big plays, but he's playing at BYU. He did it for 1 year. I just don't think he has it. And we see week in and week out, like, he's not making the right reads. He's not hitting his check downs. He's trying to play backyard football. I mean, he had 3 picks against the Pats. One of them was one of the worst picks I've ever seen in my life, probably. I think that Zach Wilson is totally holding this team back, and he's not gonna be the starter for much longer. If I had to give my take on it.
I mean, they're gonna have to keep rolling with them because of where they took him, but it's not looking good.
Yeah, I actually, going into that draft, I watched a good amount of Zach Wilson film, because that's when the Niners moved up to 3. So I was trying to figure out what quarterback they were going to take and who I liked. And I said from then, I've never been a fan of Zach Wilson coming out just because at BYU, if you watch the tape, he never had a pass rush. He would literally drop back and just sit in the pocket for 10 seconds, 20 seconds. It felt like forever. He never dealt with pressure. He would literally just sit back there, roll a little to the right, roll a little to the left. And then in the NFL, you have pressure every down. You have to learn to play with that in your face every snap. And I don't think he dealt with that ever in college, and it's really showing,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And I mean, this Jets roster is built to win right now. I mean, you look at
they got guys.
The defense is playing at an extremely high level. They got weapons on the outside. Breece Hall is out now, but the O-line is playing above average now at this point too. This team is built to win with that defense, and he's just holding them back. Honestly, I think he's a talented player. I think his football IQ is extremely low, and I think he's one of these Kyler Murray guys that probably doesn't watch much tape. And he's out slaying mills. I'll give him that. But if I'm a Jets fan, I would not want him leading my franchise.
Well, yeah. I mean, in the 5 games he started this year, he has about 1,050 yards, which comes down to about 210 per game, a 54.9 completion percentage, and 3 touchdowns and 5 picks. And that's not including how bad his advanced stats look.
Yeah. 5 games?
In 5 games. Just not
That's
great.
tough.
I mean, especially when he goes up against, a Bill Belichick type of guy. Belichick reminds you of what Zach Wilson really is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not BYU. This is the big boys up here.
Yeah.